Your limitation is your imagination. I am Ritu Singh, your science teacher. And once more, welcome back to your live classes. Today, we will continue our previous chapter, which is motion and measurement of distances. Okay? In this chapter, today, firstly, we will discuss about motion. What is motion? When the position of a body does not change with the passage of time, the body is said to be at rest. If I am not moving from here to there, it means I am in the position of rest. But when the position of a body changes with the passage of time, the body is said to be in motion. Like if I am moving from here to here, then I am in motion, right? Now we will discuss about types of motion. So these are some types of motion, like linear motion, random motion, circular motion, vibratory motion, oscillatory motion, periodic motion, non-periodic motion, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So what is linear motion? Linear motion is further classified into two categories: straight line motion or rectilinear motion, and second type is curvilinear motion. Okay, so as you know that this motion, like ant moves in a straight line, right? So this type of motion is known as linear motion. If a bowler in cricket, if a bowler throws a ball, which means that type of motion is known as curvilinear motion, because he has a ball and he is throwing that ball like this in the shape of a curve. So that type of motion is known as curvilinear motion. Okay, and next is random motion. When an object moves from one position to another and changes direction in an irregular manner, like butterfly flies randomly in the garden, right? So, or we can say that this bug, motion of this bug is also a random motion, right? So this type of motions are known as random motion. Okay, now we'll talk about the circular motion. What is circular motion? If an object moves in a circular manner in relation to its own axis around a fixed center, an object remains at the same distance from a fixed point, which is the center of the path of the motion. Okay, so this type of motion is known as circular motion, like movement of this washing machine. This is the example of circular motion. Okay, now we'll talk about vibratory motion. What is vibratory motion? When an object moves to and fro very fast. For example, string of this guitar or this tuning fork or this drum. These all are examples of vibratory motion. Okay, next is oscillatory motion. What is oscillatory motion? When an object oscillates to and fro along the same path again and again with the same speed. Time taken by an object to complete one oscillation is same, no matter how many oscillations the object takes. So this type of motion is known as oscillatory motion, like the motion of this simple pendulum. Okay, as you can see that this simple pendulum or this bob will move to and fro on the same path. So this type of motion is known as oscillatory motion. Okay, and next is periodic motion. What is periodic motion? The motion which repeats at regular intervals of time is a periodic motion, like hands of a clock, heartbeats. So these all are examples of periodic motion. And next is non-periodic motion. What is non-periodic motion? When an object does not repeat motion at regular intervals of time, then this type of motion is known as non-periodic motion. For example, earthquake, eruption of a volcano, landslides, storm. These all are examples of non-periodic motion. Okay, because these all things do not happen at the same interval of time. Okay, or at the particular time. So these all are called non-periodic motion. Okay, next is uniform motion. What is uniform motion? When the body covers the equal distance in equal time interval, then this type of motion is known as uniform motion, like motion of a clock hand or this. These all are examples of uniform motions. Okay, like a train move on a particular path. So that is the motion which is uniform, right? So this type of, because this train is moving at the same speed and in the same time interval. So this type of motion is known as uniform motion. Okay. And last is non-uniform motion. What is non-uniform motion? Motion in which the body covers the unequal distance in equal interval of time. Like if I am moving from here to here in 1 second, but if I am taking too much time in moving from here to there, that means my motion is non-uniform motion, because first I was taking 1 second to cover the same distance, but on the second half I am taking 2 seconds, or I am taking more than 2 seconds to cover the same distance, which means that this type of motion is known as non-uniform motion. Okay, so students, this is for today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.